So how do you transition children from the terrible twos to the terrific threes? One way that I found in my experience is practicing simple yoga poses. Now, the three top picks that I like for toddlers in training is the candle pose, the cat pose, and the dog pose. So I'm going to go through all three and explain why those are my top picks for toddlers. So first, the candle pose. It's a good way for kids to transition from what they're doing before they do their yoga practice into actually practicing yoga. So they bring their hands in front of their heart and just take a deep breath in through their nose and out through their nose. And we usually do that several times just to start to focus on their breath. Now, mouth breathing is very shallow, and it can simulate fight or flight response in children, whereas if they're breathing through their nose, it tends to calm them and brings more oxygen into their brain. Now, the second one that they can transition right into is the cat pose. Now, the cat pose, they're on all fours, and they just simply kick one leg back. And while they're kicking that leg back, they're stretching their spine, creating natural traction, and this is a great way for them to do that without weights or any sort of other anything else, just using their own body to stretch their spines. And then they switch sides and do the other side. So that's why I like the cat pose. And the third one that naturally flows into that is the dog pose, also known as downward facing dog for adults. And so they simply, from the cat pose, tuck their toes, straighten their legs, and look down towards their toes. Now, this is a fabulous pose to stretch out their overused hamstrings, which a lot of children that do other sports have their tight hamstrings. And it's also a great posture because it works the 8 major joints in their bodies. So if anyone were to ask me, I would say my top 3 picks for yoga poses for children, toddlers in training, are the candle, the cat, and the dog pose.